So, I am a large fan of the Grand Theft Auto series. They're basically the only games I come back to time and time again, from their expansive storylines to the large open world playgrounds. GTA San Andreas was, and still is, considered the best in the franchise. It had the largest map and the most things to do, but it also held the most mysteries, from Bigfoot to Leatherface, the ghost cars, and some disturbing towns and pedestrians. One of which is a serial killer that stalks their prey for days, getting them paranoid and ruining their lives. Such behaviour bewilders me, but it's only a game myth, so I shouldn't overanalyse it. After finishing GTA 4 and having a large amount of hype for the release of GTA 5, I figured I might as well give San Andreas a playthrough to tide me over. So I bought the PC version of the game off Amazon. I didn't trust Steam because I preferred a physical copy of my game. I got it a few days later and tried to install it, but the CD key was a dud. I asked the seller, but he never replied. Having felt cheated and kind of lazy, I just downloaded it off the Pirate Bay. I'm not paying for it twice, and I proceeded to install it. Once installed, I booted it up, and a rush of welcomed and not so welcomed memories flooded my mind. I played through a couple of missions and noticed that a pedestrian from the Las Venturas desert was hanging around Grove Street. I wondered what he was doing there, considering this was not his usual spawning location. Being the bored person I am, I beat him to death with a purple dildo found in the police station bathroom. He strangely dropped a camera. I picked it up and started to take scenic pictures around San Andreas. I progressed onward through the story with the camera in hand, so I could relive these moments any time I wanted. I unlocked the back of Beyond area of the map and I sought out to find Bigfoot. But strangely, that pedestrian from the desert was there with me in the woods. No one ever spawned in the woods, except for the ghost cars, but those are normal. Since I recently lost my guns, I was too lazy to kill him, so I just wandered off and explored the rest of the area. But whenever I looked behind me, I glanced a figure running away from my line of sight. It felt very creepy. So I felt I needed a rest from the game after a long time playing, and decided to quit for now and look at the pictures I took. I went to the folder that contained the photos I took with my camera, and I saw that there were photos that I never remember taking. What freaked me out even more was the fact that most of the photos were of my player character during the early stages of my playthrough. At that point I didn't even have the camera. The way they were taken was strange in itself, as it looked like they were taken by a person who was hiding from me, like a stalker. Any sane person would just stop playing and delete the game from their hard drive. But considering the firepower I could get, I decided to find and kill the Stalker again. Maybe the author of the game download decided to install this Stalker mod, so I took his challenge. I unlocked the Las Venturas desert and searched for the pedestrian, and in an abandoned shack near the military base, I found him. I pulled out my chainsaw as I thought it would feel better if I used it, and the first thing that happened was he got decapitated. Strangely, as I expected for blood to come gushing out of the hole where his head used to be, it didn't. He didn't die either. He walked slowly towards me, and with a powerful punch, he sent my character flying. After I woke up in the hospital, no pedestrians were spawning. It was like a ghost town. I spawned a car and drove around, and nothing. No one spawned. Suddenly my character started screaming like he was on fire. Once I left the car, he burst into flames. I ran around in hopes of extinguishing him, and then the camera switched to a view inside a sniper scope. It was aimed directly at my character's head. I couldn't control anything. I couldn't move my character, and the menus were unresponsive. I just watched as my character's head got blown off. Out of nowhere I got the blue screen of death. It pissed me off, until I noticed what the error in the blue screen said. You are not alone. It really freaked me out, to the point where I was shaking. I almost ran out of my room, but I figured I must delete the game before it destroys my hard drive, so I did just that. Afterwards, my antivirus detected something. It found an unidentifiable virus tagged Stalker virus. It got removed by my antivirus, thank God. Then I decided to take a look at the photos again. I was sure the virus took more pictures of my character. But then, I saw photos of me from my webcam. My heart started pounding because I knew some creep has my photos somewhere on the internet. I scrolled down and saw something even more disturbing. Photos from outside my window. Oh my God, was he watching me? Did he track my location through that virus? On one of the photos, it said something that really haunts my nightmares. See you soon.